Okay guys, so I am back with yet again another farming video. My last farming video was the exotic farm, which you guys got over 200,000 views on. It's clearly my most successful video ever, so thank you. Now, today, as you may have seen from the title, we're going to be farming for legendaries and we're going to be farming for other rare and uncommon engrams. And I'm going to show you the loot caves in the solar system to do that. The first one is here in the Forgotten Shore on Earth. Now, you can just go into normal patrol level 4 from the directory. It really doesn't matter. Now what you're going to want to do is, you're going to drive up to that cave, jump off your sparrow and come around here. First off, you're going to kill this dreg here, and then you're going to kill his buddy over here. Now there's sometimes 2 other ads out here, but generally, it's usually going to be just 2 dregs. Now as you see, there are a few bodies around because I was just testing this out to make sure it worked, and yes, it does indeed work. So, you're going to want to jump up onto that ledge. Now, I'm going to switch to my Bones of AO just to give myself an extra jump because I just don't want to look like an idiot. Okay, so now we're up. Now, here is where the ads are going to start respawning. But, to make the ads spawn, you have to jump up. This will sort of trick the game into thinking you're out of the area, and now the ads come. So, you jump up, do a double jump, or you glide up if you're a Titan or Warlock, and you just simply land back up here and kill the ads as they come out of the cave. Now I've killed them, so I'm going to do a double jump, or triple jump, you know, and here come the ads again, and keep rinsing and repeating this. This will get you a load of rare and uncommon engrams doing this. So, that has been loot cave number 1. I will see you back in orbit for loot cave number 2. Okay guys, loot cave number 2. It's going to be over here on Venus, and again, you're just going to go into patrol. Now, when we land on Venus, I'm going to speed up the clip just to get to the loot cave that much faster. But when we do this, it's going to be even more effective than the Earth patrol, simply because Venus is a higher level planet. By that I mean, you can do Earth at any level you will ever have in the game. It is the first planet you ever land on. You can do the patrol there at whatever level. On Venus, however, and on Mars, to unlock those planets you had to be at a specific level, meaning that it was higher than level 4, which was Earth's patrol. So, the Venus patrol, the enemies will drop more engrams more often. Okay guys, I'm going to speed up the clip now, just so you can see where the loot cave is. Okay guys, this is loot cave number 2. Now, first off, we again have to kill the enemies that are already in here. So, kill the servitor, kill these dregs, kill the vandals, just take out everything. Now, I'm pretty sure that is everything after this guy. Yep. Okay, so once these enemies are cleared, you're going to come out of this door. Jump up onto this, and then you'll see this ledge up here. What you're going to want to do is jump out and jump above this, and the enemies start spawning in again. So it's exactly like the Earth patrol. Now what's different about this is, like I said, the enemies are higher level than the Earth patrol, and therefore will drop more engrams more often. There's also another way to do this if you're I think it's Fireborn, the one that self-res warlocks pretty much. You can kill yourself in there with a heavy weapon, or a rocket specifically, and when you're dead, the enemies will instantly spawn. And then you'll be able to resurrect yourself and attack them from behind, but this way is just easier. It saves heavy ammo, and you can do it on all classes. And look at this, our first rare engram. Now these guys are only going to drop at 365, so what you're realistically looking for when you're doing these farms, unless of course you're not 365 already, is those legendary engrams. So, yeah, you just keep doing this over and over, and yeah, the bodies will rack up in this room, and so will the engrams. So, one more time, come out here, jump up onto this, jump out, and make sure you get past that little line there. Then the enemies will start to respawn, kill the servitor, kill the dregs, kill all the vandals, and you should have no problem. And of course, while doing this, you're obviously going to level up weapons and armor very quickly, and look, an uncommon engram. So eventually you will get your legendaries, eventually you will get your rares from this. This has been loot cave number 2. Let's go on to the third one. This one is going to be on Mars. Okay guys, so the next one, as I said, will be on Mars. Now, once again, just like the Venus patrol, the Mars patrol is an even higher level than that. Earth was a level 4 patrol, Venus was a level 12, and Mars is a level 17, meaning the enemies are technically tougher, and therefore will drop more engrams more regularly. So, and by technically tougher I mean, yes, they are higher leveled, but because we're 400 light guardians, we'll just mow them down in seconds, so they really aren't that much tougher. So, what we're going to want to do is, we're going to go into patrol once again, and I will again speed up the clip to show you where we need to go. So, here we go guys.
You ever think about that moment when humanity first saw the traveler? Must have been quite a sight.
Okay guys, we're here. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to kill all the enemies in this area. Because, like I said before, if there's one enemy there, then the enemies won't respawn. And just doing this will make your life a lot easier as well, because the less enemies there, the easier it will be to jump from place to place. So, really, it's just better for everyone if you just take all of them out. This one's a little bit trickier, but they are all dead. Okay, perfect. Now that all the enemies are dead, we're gonna go off to the cave, and this is where this large group of enemies that we just killed spawns. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna head over there. We're gonna jump up to here. Gonna come up to here, and we're just gonna once again jump up here. Now, this area is technically already outside, so not only do we not have to keep jumping up and down, we can actually just stand up on this and just take the enemies out as they come out. Now, from earlier on, we got a green engram, and right now we've just gotten a green engram from doing this. So we're up here, we're out of the zone, and the enemies will just keep spawning, but once again, we have to keep jumping up and out of the area just to trigger the respawn. There goes the first one, there goes the second one. Third and fourth ones. And here is the fifth and sixth ones. So yeah, this is also the highest quantity of enemies as well. So, so far, this has probably been the best one just because of the numbers and also the level. And yep, the respawn has triggered and I haven't even had to jump up, so sometimes that will happen to you as well, guys. Yeah, so if you just stay here and keep dealing damage to these enemies in particular, you'll have a lot of fun. Now, if an enemy does get away from you and run across there, it doesn't really matter. Just take out these ones and you can deal with the other one that got away later, because he won't really attack you. So, come down here, collect your engrams, do all that nice stuff, and kill any enemies that ran away, because if you leave the ones that ran away, the new enemies won't start. So now that he's dead, I'm gonna show you the last one. Okay, I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay guys, so the mission, the final loot cave, the mission that it is in, it's on the moon, and yes, it's the Dark Beyond mission. Now make sure you put this onto hard. Otherwise, you won't get the same amount of engrams. Now, the Dark Beyond mission, for those of you who don't know or can't remember, is the mission that became famous for Dinklebot saying, "We've woken the hive." So, I'm going to do the mission up until the point that the loot cave appears. And when I get there, I will be back with you. So, just a sec, guys. Okay, guys, welcome to the Temple of Crota. This is where the farm is going to start.
Up ahead.
Now,
Guardian down.
to continue on with the mission, we've got to deploy our ghost. So, we're scanning the Guardian, and this is where the ads are going to spawn. Now, to do this, I am going to leave the knight alive. To also farm this, you're going to have to avoid going too far into the temple. And you're going to find out why I'm leaving the knight alive and why I'm not going to go too far into the temple right after we start. But first, we have to honor...
We've woken the hive.
We've woken the hive. So, when we see the door open, I'm going to tether here to keep most of the ads there. Now, after that, I'm going to keep mowing down the other ads behind them. I'm going to make sure I do keep that knight alive, just because I need that knight to kill me, so I can continue doing this. You can also kill yourself with a rocket, but considering I don't have any rocket ammo, and, you know, I don't particularly want to waste any of the synths or the ammo I would have, I think I'm just going to leave it as is. So I'm just going to keep mowing down these enemies and making sure I don't go too far into that temple. Now, by killing the ads, you will also regen your super. So Stormcallers, you can do this. Hunters, you can obviously do this with your tether. And yeah, it's just going to be very beneficial for you. So I'm nearly dead, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out as many of these ads as possible, and then just let the remaining knight kill me. This is the last one. I'm going to go ahead and let him shoot me down. There we go. And now I'm dead. And when we respawn, it will start us once again just as the temple doors open. And all of my engrams are saved. I again have my super back, so I tether the ads as soon as they're about to come out. Mow them down. Easy enough. And yeah, you can just collect your engrams when you've had enough of this. Now there is a risk factor because obviously if you kill too many or you accidentally kill one of them, you're out of luck and the mission will just continue. So if you want to avoid that, you should probably just be a bit more careful about what I'm doing. But for me, I'm used to this, I've got practice doing it, so it's not too terrible for me. So again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to kill as many ads as possible. And leave the knight alive. Just because leaving the knight alive, he'll probably do the most amount of damage out of any of the ads. And it's just going to be more helpful. And like I said before, guys, make sure you have this on hard, because that way the enemies will do more damage, they'll kill you faster, and also you'll just get better engrams. The knight doesn't seem to want to come out, so I am just going to let this thrall kill me. He'll eventually kill me, yep, when he realizes I'm not his friend. So, the knight and the thrall are working together to kill me, and yeah, once again, I will respawn just as the doors open. And when you've had enough of this, guys, you can just collect your engrams and finish the mission. So, yeah, just to finish the mission, you kill everything. Take out everything in here, and then you just go over and kill the wizard, which will spawn. I'm just going to put out these things because they're getting a bit out of hand.
I'm picking up the
Now, if you're doing the farm, and you hear the ghost, or you see find the ghost pop up on your screen, you know you've done it incorrectly. But because I'm trying to finish the farm, that's what I'm doing. So I'll come over here and look for that ghost. But the wizard is going to spawn out of the ground. Varrock ear spawn, or whatever. So I'm just going to take her down with the solar sniper that I have. First off, I have to take out these enemies. And killing her because she's a wizard, should be able to get you hopefully another Engram, because she's a relatively high level enemy. If not, it doesn't really matter. So there she goes. Didn't get an Engram from sadly, but I have this one over here as a consolation prize. And yeah, we just scan the ghosts and the mission's over. And also with that, the video is over. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the loot caves, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's hope and see that this can be as successful as my exotic farm. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Thank you for the support on the channel, and I hope to make better videos like this in the future. So, bye guys, and I will see you in the next one.